Let's talk about gene pools. The gene pool is a population, which would be all the same species that are living in an area together and interacting. Well, how do we get all the variety that we get in a gene pool or a population? It all has to do with the two M words: migration, things moving in and out, and mutations, which are genetic changes. Now, not all mutations are bad, although, as you can see, some of them definitely could be not so helpful for an organism. There are some mutations that might be neutral, such as this twisted fork. It still pretty much works the same. Or some mutations might even be beneficial. Maybe a bigger fork can scoop up more food. So, depending on where you live, what food sources you have, what your environment is, you're going to need different traits in order to survive. You'll need different adaptations. You can't just think of those adaptations. You either have it or you don't. Either your parents mated together and came up with some new genetic combination that's you, or you had some kind of genetic mutation. So if you were a finch and these were your food sources right here, which type of bill would you want to have for each of these food sources? It might be different depending on what you're going to eat or what's available to you where you live. So you'd look through all of these different tools and find out, which of these would be best for that food source. Now, if you use tweezers and you're trying to pick up rice, you might not survive. And that's because you don't have the right adaptation for that type of food source. And therefore, you probably aren't going to eat. And if you're not eating, you're probably not going to have enough energy to have babies, and therefore that trait will not be passed on to offspring. So that's kind of the idea behind adaptations, natural selection, and how gene pools get the variety that they get. Hopefully that will make sense and help you with your lab.